For anybody who doesn't own a Husky, if you've ever wanted to have the joy of hearing 1,000 children screaming in the night, but don't want to have the 1,000 children, just buy a Husky. And again, if you don't have one and you want to know what I'm speaking of, this is the award-winning scream
Do it. Go for it.
of a Husky.
Go on.
They do this. They do this all the time. All hours of the day, all hours of the night. Ari does it every time she wants to go to the bathroom. If you've watched my videos, you've heard mine do this. It is a signature move of theirs. Their signature attack, if you will. If they were a Pokemon, this would be it. This would be their known move. They would use it in every single battle. So I'm going to present to you 100 reasons why you shouldn't own a Husky. It's not going to be 100. It's probably going to be like 3 reasons. But in the end, you're probably going to want one more. And I'm sorry if that's a decision you make for your life. Trust me, you'll regret it as much as I do every day. Anyhow, I started to watch the beginning of this video, and she pretty much explains the feelings I have towards Huskies.
That's never a good sign.
I've also realized that you probably can't hear me over these videos, and I'm going to turn this down so that your eardrums may not suffer as much as mine do every single day.
I'm definitely going to need my...
I know they look beautiful, but don't let them fool you.
So sit back.
They're cute,
And enjoy
but it's a trap. They've truly just tricked humanity into loving them so that they can torture us slowly. Please enjoy the sound of this dog's people.
I certainly can't imagine why her owner would want somebody else to do this. If you look closely, you can see that Luna never fully shuts her mouth. That's because she wants to maximize her barks per minute. Some people say that Huskies don't like water because they are sled dogs, and getting wet in Alaska could mean freezing to death. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. But what I do know is that when my neighbors see a Husky pull up, they shut their windows.
My dog will not just scream like this every single time she's getting wet, but also anytime you try to touch, not clip her nails, not wash her paws off. If you touch her feet or her tail or her, anytime she needs to go to the bathroom, anytime she gets the vaguest idea that maybe my 3-year-old toddler is sleeping, she feels the desire to scream like this at any hour of any day. Because Huskies are horrible abominations put on this earth to torture people who have been fooled into believing that their beauty means that they should be loved.
After her full-blown temper tantrum, I'm looking so forward to the dryer. The Husky lovers have given an explanation as to why they hate water. But now I wonder what explains their hatred for the dryer, as I'm fairly certain the winds in Alaska are much stronger than this.
This is no excuse. We have an American Eskimo. They're made to be in cold. Doesn't cry, doesn't whine. I don't even know if I hear that dog ever. Well, unless somebody knocks on the door. Kind of barks only when there's, the mailman. Very typical dog. The Husky, not so much. I think somebody just injected them with the DNA of an opera singer at some point.
When I thought that the screaming was over, Luna decided that my ability to hear was not necessary. I brushed her out with my slicker brush and my comb, and then I de-shed her with the undercoat rake.
The amount of fur that a Husky can shed, I could make 1 million pillows a day. You could brush them and then touch them, and somehow they have gone through an entire shedding cycle within those 5 second period in which you have laid your hand away from them. It is absolutely incredible. And I mean, I could probably shave our Husky, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and she would have her full coat back. It is abysmal the amount of speed in which they can grow and lose their hair. They are at all times like a 50-year-old man with a testosterone problem losing hair. It is an issue that needs to be discussed more. It is a thing that will make you believe in magic, how fast they can produce fur. It is disturbing to me. She was probably brushed the day before.
I shave out her paw pads, and of course, she is still screaming at me. Seeing as she is owned by a groomer, her nails are too short to be clipped. And finally, we have reached the end of her performance. I spray her down in our Spring Meadows cologne, and I hope you all enjoyed this.
Oh, it's trying to do it to me. It's trying to trick me. It's trying to do the thing to me where it convinces me that it wants to be loved.
This raging lunatic.
Look at it. It must be hungry. Ugh. It's horrible. Horrible abominations, these things. Fooling us into loving them with all that cuteness. Yeah, this is another thing. Huskies love digging holes. Love it. I've had other breeds of dogs, and people are like, no, they love to dig. You're going to watch that dog. It's going to dig. It's going to dig all the time. Never had a problem. My Husky digs all the time. And she digs so fast. And she digs herself a hole to lay in. And I think it's like a cool air thing. Like a cold dirt thing. I have no idea. But man, she loves to dig. And she does dig. And she digs oh so well. Man. You would think that they're meant to live underground or something the way they dig. It's really incredible. As the caption of this video says, his life is the worst. This is another thing. No matter how good you treat a Husky, they are convinced that their life is the worst life of any dog ever. There's no way you can treat a Husky in which they believe that their life is as good as it should be. They always think they deserve better than what they have. Poor Husky. They just never have enough. They're truly dogs meant for royalty. This video has music, so you're not gonna hear it. But as shown here, they are also the best escape artists ever. It really is. They're just incredible at it. And our American Eskimo, he gets out, comes right back. Our Husky, she may come back. She may find another home with people who will love her better. Sorry, with people she will fool into believing they should love her for a few days. But we have a 6-foot tall privacy fence, and that dog escapes us sometimes. They're magicians. They have perfected the art of wizardry, and they refuse to share it with us humans, even though we provide them food, water, and shelter continuously. They refuse to share even the most basic of spells, which is just frankly unfair. The caption for this video is that we were late for our morning walk, and it points out a fact here. God, the sound, my soul. Some days I will wake up 5 minutes late to find that my Husky is furious with me that she has not been outside to go to the potty on time, and their internal clock is absolutely stunning. Of all the dogs in the world, they may actually be the most intelligent. I don't know how her internal clock is set so perfectly, but it is miraculous. Like, it is stunningly accurate, because I do not wake up on time every day, and yet somehow it seems like every day I know that she is going to be mad at me for not being up on time, and she knows. She's a knower, and she knows. Like, if I'm up 5 to 10 minutes late, she is sitting there at the gate just staring at me with hate in her soul. If I wake up early, though, still asleep. And even if My wife works a night shift and gets home early and lets her out. An hour later, when I get up, she's just sitting there waiting on me, pissed off if I'm 5 minutes late. It's not like she needs to go. It's just that she knows it's the time, man. It baffles me. It's like, can she read the clock? Does she actually know? It confuses me. And it kind of hurts my very small brain. I don't even know if this one's a husky. It's so chunky. It's so little and chunky. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's like I have husky bark. Oh. Well, I think it's pretty acceptable if you own one of those. I think it's like a Chihuahua husky. A Chewusky? A Chusky? A chunky. And that's what that is it's a chunky. I think I love it. I'm being tricked again. This one's using a disguise. Some sort of apparatus to convince me that it's cuter than the rest. And it's not just like the other ones that are going to use its cuteness to harass and bully me. I've once again been fooled. Really, the trap for huskies is set even when they're babies, because they pretty much just look like a grown husky, but tiny. They don't really have a puppy look to them, in my opinion, but somehow that makes them 10 times cuter. And it's kind of just cheating. It hurts my heart. It hurts my soul. But I know I must deny it. I know what it's going to become. The monster inside it. Oh yeah, there it is. You heard it. Just a little bit of it. The reason that they always have 2 different colored eyes is to warn you that they're half a demon. Ugh. Huskies, man. Sarah, what's your opinion on huskies? And our husky?
They're stupid.
Yeah. They are stupid. For such smart dogs. I will be honest here with you. It's gotten to the point with our husky where to get her to come inside some days, I have to chase her around the yard with a water gun. It is the highlight of my days some days.
As the duck chases you.
As the chicken chases me.
Okay.
But yeah. The chicken's chasing me. Me chasing the husky. Her screaming into the night, being sprayed by a water gun. It's about the only way to get her to come in some nights. It's truly beautiful. So this is my Huskers. And she doesn't love any of this. She doesn't want to be here right now. She doesn't like being on camera. She doesn't like being in my lap. She doesn't like being a lap dog. Do you, Midna? No. No, you do not. Who's a good baby? Oh, no. She's gone. Honestly, that's the longest I think I've ever gotten her to sit in my lap.
Yeah.
She was content for a second. Now she's gonna go throw a fit at the back door. About how she wants out. Or go drink water behind me. Anyhow, the important thing to remember here is don't let them fool you. Midna. They're evil. But watching a 3-year-old chase them around talking about how they're her best friend and she wants to give them all the hugs in the world while the husky screams is a great time. I mean, that is just fantastic. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye!